Hey peeps, we are back. We are talking The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 7, Episode 11. Hey, before we get into the video, please do me the honors of subscribing to my channel, hitting the notification bell so you can always be notified when I post new content, hitting the thumbs up because that does wonders for my channel, and share. Thanks. So before we get into the show, I saw something online and I thought it was hilarious in a way. So we all know about Erica Girardi and her case and her husband's case and the victim's money and how she was fighting the sale of those earrings. And one of the lawyers on her case, Ronald Richards, has been on her back. That man posts stuff about the trial. He posts all of her court documents and he always ats her at every turn. Well, when the earrings were finally turned over and a company named John Moran Auctioneers auctioned off the earrings, before the auction, they went out on their social media to let everyone know that they finally have the earrings and that the earrings are going up for auction. And then they hashtag Erica Jane, hashtag Erica Jane earrings, hashtag Erica Jane diamond earrings, hashtag Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, hashtag Girardi earrings, hashtag Bravo. They put it out there so that she knew that they had these earrings. Well, listen, the earrings have finally been auctioned off, and you will not believe who bought these earrings. Ron Richards bought the earrings and gave them to his wife. Now, his wife and Erica, they don't like each other at all. And they have gone at it back and forth on social media for a while now. Well, his wife posted a picture of herself wearing the earrings. And she says, "I now see why you fought for these." At the Pretty Mess, she sent this message directly to Erica. "They are stunning. Should I have Girardi removed? Hashtag Girardi fraud, hashtag diamond earrings." Honey, listen, I guess the name Girardi is engraved in the earrings. And honey, listen, I know for sure Erica is on 110. First of all, because she lost those precious earrings. Second of all, because Ronald Richards' wife is now the owner of these earrings. I don't know why that tickles me. It really does. But Ron, buddy, you are shady as hell. Anyway, for other Beverly Hills news, do you guys remember Carlton? She was a little weird, a little creepy, a little, cultish when she was on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. But she always got Kyle all the way together. And I always thought they didn't really give her a fair chance. Bravo gave Teddy a second chance. I thought Carlton, she should get a second chance too. Well, somebody went on social media and they posted, "Carlton, you're my extraordinary favorite goth, aka Victorian era, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills housewife ever. Bravo seriously should have given you your own spinoff TV show. Honestly, you are one of the most beautiful salt of the earth people out here." Listen, I don't know anything about a spinoff. No, ma'am, no spinoff. But she would be someone good to bring on just to give Kyle a hard time. Anyway, Carlton sees the message and she replies. She says, "Aw, babe, what a beautiful message. Thank you so much. You may be seeing me sooner than you think." Okay, now. Okay. They have not started filming for this new season yet. And this is not the first time that Carlton's name has been brought up. At some red carpet event, they asked, which housewife would you not want to come back to Kyle and Erica? And Erica said, "I'll just let Kyle answer that question." And Kyle said, "Carlton." And that's because Carlton always tightened her up when she thought she was about to say something or do something. So maybe Bravo said, well, maybe we should just give Carlton a call. So who knows? So on to the show. So Giselle invites Karen over to her house. It's her first visit there since the, out in the front yard tent, reasonably shady launch party that she was having, and her porta potties outside because certain housewives were not allowed into her bathroom, which nobody gave a damn. Nobody wanted to come into that makeshift house anyway. And now listen, Karen says she loves the chandelier. And then she had the nerve to say, Jesus, regarding Giselle's house. And I said, well, I'm saying the same damn thing about this confessional outfit, which I don't understand. What the once upon a time was that outfit she was wearing? It reminded me of something the evil queen would wear on that show. I said, damn it, no. Karen, this outfit is a fail. So they talked a little bit about Karen's live performance, you know, A Night with the Grand Dame or whatever it's called. But to me, the way she was explaining it, it seemed as if it was Karen's version of the Wendy Williams show. And, you know, as much as I love Karen, give me Wendy Williams. Speaking of Wendy Williams, listen, earlier this week, Giselle and Robin were on Sherri Shepherd's show. And that was a moment when I thought, we could really use Wendy Williams right now, because I thought that Sherri went really light on them. She didn't hold them to the fire. They were tap dancing around the colorism conversation. You know, they don't care what the people on the internet say. They mind the business that pays them, and people online don't pay them. And I thought, no, not really, because it's the people online talking shit about you and your nasty ass behavior that watch the show, which pays for the commercials, which pays for you. So listen, honey, don't talk about minding the business that pays you, because we, the internet people, the TV watchers, we are the ones that pay you. In a roundabout way. I'm just saying. Anyway, it was no different than their appearance on Watch What Happens Live last night. They tap danced around everything. At one point, when Andy brought up their behavior at the table and not really holding Mia's feet to the fire for her behavior, Robin said, well, why do we have to be the accountability police? Maybe that's what Karen was saying. Why the hell does she have to be the accountability police? When the two of you kept saying that Karen could have stopped all of this, so could the both of you if you weren't being so nasty and shady. Throughout the entire episode of Watch What Happens Live, Giselle and Robin both kept throwing zing after zing after zing at Wendy. Giselle was also throwing a lot of shade at Candace. Robin was trying not to throw shade at Candace as much because her and Candace have made up. But Giselle, you just came off looking jealous and sad. Ma'am, get you a life. Seriously. Robin also continues to try to propel that story that she was only filming Wendy because she was worried and concerned about Wendy losing her job with this behavior. So how the hell would you recording her help? Not only that, you kept saying, well, if you're going to fight, just go ahead and fight. How were you helping her? Give me a break. Then a fan question asked Robin, well, if you would have listened to Candace's live all the way through, you would have seen in the live she said that she was not talking about Robin, Wendy, or Karen, and that she was also in that same live promoting Robin's business. Robin had the nerve to say, oh, I didn't listen to the whole live. I still haven't. She should have been more specific in, you know, the clip that she listened to. Really? You know what, Andy, I've had it. I've had it with Robin and Giselle. I've had it with Giselle not having a damn storyline. I've had it with Robin trying to propel this roommate relationship with Juan. This has been going on for at least 5 or 6 seasons. That relationship is a friendship, co-parenting relationship. I think that Juan is trying to hold on to this until both of those boys go off to college. And then all of a sudden, he's going to have his own place and his girlfriend. This is just ridiculous. I'm sick of it. Anyway, Karen is still over there at Giselle's place, and Giselle is telling her all of Mia's business. Oh, I think that Mia bought Jacqueline's Porsche. They were in the shower together. Yeah, buddy, she let Jacqueline sleep with one of her boyfriends while she sat back and watched. I have a feeling that they still doing something. What do you think about that? I think that you're running your damn mouth quite a bit. I think that you are telling Mia's business all around the damn town. And I don't appreciate how when they show the previews for next week's episode, when Giselle tells Mia all the information that she got from Karen, Mia gets all upset with Karen. I said, but you're not mad at Giselle? Karen got majority of the information from Giselle. You got all of this heat for Karen, but Giselle gets a pass? I don't get it. Now, Karen does make a comment about Jacqueline that I agree with. She says that she really does like Jacqueline. She just hates it when Jacqueline tries to finish Mia's sentences. I don't like it either. You are a grown, independent woman. Please allow this nut job friend of yours to complete her own sentences and conversations. You are not her assistant, nor are you a puppet. Stop it. One thing that I did not agree with that Karen said, she said that she really likes Mia because Mia always takes accountability for her actions. When? We've seen Mia, 2 seasons now? How often do you see this woman actually take accountability for her actions and give people sincere apologies? Speaking of apologies, Giselle and Robin had the nerve to say that Mia did apologize to Wendy. When they had gotten back to the house, she sent a group text. No. That group text apology, I bet you 9 times out of 10, it was an apology to the group and not to Wendy. She should have talked to Wendy face to face and apologized. When Wendy came to that dinner that she wasn't invited to until Ashley invited her, she sat there in your face in front of the entire group and apologized. But you were too petty and too immature to accept her apology and also reciprocate by giving her a true, honest apology because you childish and petty. No, ma'am. Then we go to Wendy. It turns out that she still had not gotten rid of those kidney stones. This lady waits until the kidney stones are just too painful, and then she has to be rushed to the emergency room by her husband. She ends up having 2 surgeries in 2 days to remove these kidney stones. I keep hearing from so many people that the pain from kidney stones is comparable to giving birth. That is a hell no. I don't know how she went 2 months without having this taken care of. She said that she just kept pushing it off and pushing off the pain. You know, I'll take care of it after this lecture, or I'll take care of it after this event, or I'll take care of it after X, Y, and Z. That is a hell to the no. You are a wife and a mom. You have got to take care of your health. And Eddie kept telling her that. I hope she listens. Now, when she comes home, I did notice that she had a full face of glam. I said, now, did they come to the hospital to do your glam? Or were you home already? The glam people came, did your makeup and your hair, and then you guys went back outside and tiptoed back in the front door for the cameras? I have no idea. But what I can tell you is that I love Wendy's family, especially her little daughter. She was so helpful trying to feed her mommy. And then when Wendy told her that she didn't want any more soup, she said, well, I'll just eat it. And she sat there and ate her soup. I said, this little girl is adorable. And her mom is super cute. I like Wendy's mom. I think she is hilarious. Do I think she's a little extra? Absolutely. In the middle of them talking about health and taking care of themselves, out of nowhere, she reminds her that she'd like for her children to pay for her a boob job. I said, now, how did we get to your boobs? I have no idea. But this little family is adorable. Now, when Robin and Giselle go to meet with the Reasonably Shady events coordinators, was Robin wearing shoulder pads? It looks like she was wearing shoulder pads. It also looked like she had shoulder pads on during Watch What Happens Live. So I'm assuming shoulder pads are in style again. I don't know. You know I have zero fashion sense. Get down in the comments and let me know if shoulder pads are back in. So when they get there, the event planners let Robin and Giselle know that the place that they have booked holds 400 people. And Robin says, oh, it's going to look empty in here. How many tickets have we sold? And they said, well, probably enough to fill up the first 4 rows, but you can assign seating to make it look like it's more people in here. I said, uh-huh. Robin also informs us that they paid for this event on their own and it was $10,000 and that they had no sponsors. And I said, well, wait a minute. Wasn't it last week's episode when they were telling us how big their podcast had blown up and how they were nominated for an NAACP award and some other award because this podcast is so amazing? And I thought to myself, if this podcast is so great, why don't you have any sponsors? Well, where the hell are the sponsors? But then when we get to the actual event and I see the people show up, I said, well, where the hell are the people? And then she says that they have profited $14,000. And I said, no, ma'am, you didn't have $14,000 worth of people in there. Giselle did try to get to the bottom of this wedding. She asked Robin, do you have a date for this wedding? What's happening with this wedding? All I know is you said that You're going to elope and I'm not invited. And still there is nothing. She says, well, you guys have been engaged for 2 years. There's nothing happening here. Just like there's nothing happening at that house either. They are roommates. Okay, nothing good is going on with this relationship. Even on Watch What Happens Live, when they asked about it, she said, just keep watching. What are we watching for? Watching for y'all to fall the hell out? I have no idea. I'm sick of this. Robin talks to Juan a little bit about this prenuptial agreement. She said that when she went and talked to the lawyer, the infidelity clause came up. I said, ma'am, it came up because you brought it up. Be honest. Quit sitting there acting as if, oh, it just came out of the sky. No, he tells her that he doesn't think that they'll have those issues. And I said, well, according to the streets, you will, you have, and will continue to have those issues. Give me a break, boy. Who the hell you lying to? Stop playing with us. Then we see Candace in her music video. I was really happy and proud of Candace. She did make a comment that she's trying to get over the hurdle because people just assume that she's just another housewife with an album. And I thought, no. And I understand that because there are so many housewives who cannot sing a lick, who are auto-tuned to the gods. And you're thinking, who the hell wrote and produced this shit? But Candace is different. Candace can actually hold a note. She can actually sing. She's very talented. She's got a new TV show coming out where she's an actress. You know, Candace is doing really well. And I think that she is a real artist. Hey, listen, all through the episode, Karen was being very reasonably shady in her confessionals. She went throughout the entire episode being shady as hell. I said, Karen, stop it, girl. She is a mess.
What do you really think of Giselle's house renovation?
I love the chandelier at the front door.
Okay. Jesus. All right, Mia bought the Porsche.
So,
You know, she allowed Jacqueline to have sex with one of her boyfriends years ago, and Mia wanted to watch. This is happening back in the days. This is happening currently. Oh, whoa. They were showering together in Miami. Did you miss this?
They're in the window.
Yes.
They want to be seen.
So you and Jacqueline showered together?
Yes, we do.
Okay, so it's something you enjoy.
Yes.
Okay, I'm cool.
See, Jacqueline and I have done like weird, promiscuous things. I thought I wanted to be a gynecologist, so I was like checking cervix and stuff.
Oh, you went into the JJ. Oh.
I wanted to make sure it was all good. I had a flashlight and everything.
You looked inside? How old were you all when you played doctor and nurse?
Like 19, 20.
And G, you've had sex with other people together.
Yes.
Was it Peter?
Peter's girlfriend. No, she was our girl before.
So Peter has your leftovers.
Peter.
The seats are empty. In the spirit of Robin Dixon, it was empty. They spent their hard-earned money. They had plenty of room, though. They were comfortable. Everybody had 5, 10, 20 seats between them. What not to do? What the not to do at my show? Hold on. Make sure your host knows your damn name. Make sure mic works.
This is something else, huh?
Not really. Now, you know, this part of the show is boring.
When is the wedding?
We all want to know. When? It's an excellent question.
stay tuned.
Just stay tuned. Okay.
So she bought your Porsche?
Honey, I make my own coins. But she did say that, right?
I don't remember that, Giselle.
I remember it.
You trying to say he's my I'm the side piece now.
Well, we know that she likes to watch and Gordon likes other women.
Right.
So you never said, pick me? I'm just
You'll have to ask Mia that.
I'm asking you. I'm thinking, Mia done bought your car.
Her car is in her name, yes. Why everybody think Gordon buying shit? Gordon ain't got no money.
No.
So has Jacqueline slept with Gordon? Is that what you're asking me?
She told me to ask you.
Oh. Jacqueline and I need to compare notes on what we gonna tell y'all or not. Okay.
Then I see Chris. So he comes over, wanna, and then Happy Eddie comes over.
Oh, child. Not Happy Eddie.
Yeah, so.
Peter's girlfriend? So it turns out that everything that Wendy said at dinner was true, And Mia, in my opinion, just reacted because Wendy had threw all your tea out there. It sounds like to me that Patricia had already told Wendy all of this. And when Mia tried to confront Wendy at dinner, Wendy said, well, shit, I guess I'll just go ahead and spray you with your own tea. Mia, if you were smart, you would have just went ahead and fessed up to it the way you are now. You just told Karen that you and Jacqueline have shared men before. You and Jacqueline have been intimate before. That you played doctor with Jacqueline with a flashlight at age 19 and 20. Who the hell does that? So basically, in my opinion, Wendy got attacked for telling the truth. I thought about it too. I said, wait a minute. Wendy got attacked at dinner for saying the same thing that Giselle is going around town talking about. But Mia doesn't have that same energy for Giselle. However, she's pissed off at Karen. Okay, I don't get that. I think that Patricia will be online soon too. Since, Mia done outed him that his girlfriend used to be her and Gordon's plaything, and then they passed her off to Peter. All right, now this is a reasonably shady podcast. Live situation? No, ma'am. I thought that it was extremely unprofessional. It came off as childish as hell, and I would have wanted my money back. And that's just my honest opinion. I would have preferred to go see the Countess Luann's cabaret. It made 0 sense, and they were all over the place with it. Then Robin tried to bring Juan up there and say that, is it reasonable or shady for him to wake her up in the mornings vacuuming? And Juan said 11:30 is not in the mornings. I said, oh gosh, that man never hesitates to try to embarrass this woman. Also on Watch What Happens Live, she tried to say that Charisse was not holding her back in that incident with Wendy. She tried to dance around it talking about she wasn't really holding me back. Andy said, but she was. No, she really wasn't. I wasn't being aggressive. She will not take accountability at all. Andy was not buying it, and no one else was either. We saw Charisse holding you back, and you were being very aggressive. Giselle asking Mia all those questions and talking to Jacqueline, asking her all those questions about their relationship. First of all, Giselle, you are way too invested. And I think one of the reasons you're so invested in what the hell is going on in Jacqueline and Mia and Gordon's bedroom is because there's absolutely nothing going on in yours, number one. And number two, as long as you are so invested in other people's business, you don't have to share any of your business with us. I think that's exactly what's going on there. However, I think that Jacqueline is absolutely lying. I think they are lying about who paid for that Porsche. And I think she is lying about sleeping with Gordon, because when they asked her, was her and Mia sharing Gordon? She said, ask Mia. No, ma'am. If you are not sharing this man and you are not having any kind of sexual contact with this man, straight up, first thing out of your mouth is hell no. No, I don't do that. But that's not how that went. And then Mia made that comment talking about her and Jacqueline have to get together to get their stories right, or, to decide what they want to say, something like that. No, ma'am. No, y'all two are just nasty and lying. And Giselle on Watch What Happens Live, I believe she said that Karen was messy or something like that. And I thought, really? You are being messy by accusing Chris of being inappropriate. You accused me of lying about her cancer, and you have been harassing the hell out of Wendy. I think you're extremely messy. And even also on Watch What Happens Live, she said that she believes that Candace should watch out for Chris. In other words, she's still claiming that Chris is out here doing stuff behind Candace's back. So Andy said, who's the most hated housewife? And Robin said, me at the moment. And Giselle said, no, Wendy. Wendy? No, ma'am. Stick with Robin. Okay? Or yourself. You and Robin are the two most hated housewives. And you know something else I thought too? Giselle had a husband who slept with half the congregation. Allegedly. And had babies too. Allegedly. And she was devastated and hurt. Why is she okay with doing this to Candace? Why are you all right with this and trying to do it to Eddie? If you saw the previews for next week's episode, Ashley's friend is trying to say that Chris was trying to talk to her, and then Eddie came around. I said, so now you're trying to throw Eddie in this too? Next week, I hope that you decide to take an internet break, because the internet is going to be all over you, honey. I'm telling you right now. When Deborah, that's Ashley's friend's name, when Wendy and Candace give Deborah everything she is asking for, I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear anybody saying that they are aggressive and being rude to this young lady. I believe that Ashley pumped this girl up to come on the show and say this, and now she is going to feel the heat from the social media, but she's really going to feel it from Candace and Wendy. They showed in the previews where Candace said she didn't want to talk to Deborah, and I don't blame her. I don't blame her one bit. I would not give her 2 seconds of camera time. I think these girls got together and their plan is to convince Candace and Wendy to leave the show. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Anyway, peeps, get down in the comments and let me know what you think. And until next time, bye.